Children, now we can learn the new words and their meanings. First one, swordsman, a person skilled in fighting with a sword. Swordsman, a person skilled in fighting with a sword. Next one, warrior, a brave fighter or soldier. Warrior, a brave fighter or soldier. Furious, extremely angry. Furious means extremely angry. Stormed out, moved angrily. Stormed out, which means moved angrily. Next one, fortress, castle or fort. Fortress, castle or fort. Proceeded, continued. Proceeded, continued. Hand in, give something to somebody. Hand in means give something to somebody. Whack, hitting someone or beating someone. Hostility. Next one, hostility, unfriendliness. Hostility means unfriendliness. Next one, gab. Gab, to talk continuously. Gab, to talk continuously. Grinning, smiling. Grinning means smiling. Next one, chuckle, a soft laugh. Chuckle means a soft laugh. Cowardly, lacking courage. Cowardly, lacking courage. Detect, discover. Discover something new. Next, devised, planned. Devised means planned. Ferocious, extreme or violent energy. Extreme and violent energy. Next one, imprudence, rashness or not wise. Imprudence, rashness or not wise. Intensified, increased in strength. Intensified, increased in strength. Pedestal, an architectural support base. An architectural support base, or you can take it as podium. Persuasive, capable of convincing. Persuasive, capable of convincing. Tactics, a plan. Tactics, a plan. Children, now we can learn the grammar session of chapter 11. That is active and passive voice. What's the grammar session? Active and passive voice. Before learning active and passive voice, first we should know the sentence structure. How do we structure a sentence? Or how can we frame a sentence? Sentence consists of subject, verb and likewise object or adverb, adjective. Likewise, when it completes the meaning, that's called as sentence. So when we take active voice, a sentence here has got subject, verb and an object. Subject, verb and an object. So what is active voice? Active voice is a verb is said to be in the active voice when the subject acts or performs the action. So what is active voice? The verb is said to be in the active voice and when the subject acts or performs the action. Here subject is the doer of the action and there is a receiver also. I'll give you an example. The teacher beats Arun. Now just pattern or structure the sentence. The teacher is the subject, beats is the verb, Arun is the object. So as I told you, subject is the doer of the action. So who is the subject here? The teacher. Verb beats. Arun becomes the object, that is the receiver of the action, the one who is receiving beating. That's called as the object or the receiver. Now is it clear, children? Active voice, how to frame active voice or the format of framing active voice. Now let's move to passive voice. Now we can move to the passive voice. So what is a passive voice? Here passive voice, always we include the word by. The word by is included to change from active voice to passive voice. A verb is said to be in the passive voice when the subject of the verb is acted upon or receives the action. Here the doer of the action becomes the object. Okay, here what is passive voice? The verb is said to be in the passive voice and the subject of the verb is acted upon or it receives the action. Now, I'll give you an example. Arun is beaten by the teacher. Okay, the same sentence I've given you for the active voice. The teacher beats Arun. That same sentence I have changed to passive voice. Arun was the object there or the receiver of the action. Here Arun has become the subject of the action and teacher has become the receiver or the object in this sentence. When we change the subject to object and object to subject in the passive voice, that is called as passive voice. Arun is beaten by the teacher. Here you can see the tense also. Tense, active voice it is in present tense as well as passive voice also is in present tense. And one more thing I just want to tell you. Always when we are changing to passive voice, we are using the third form of the verb, that is the V3 form we are just using. And the tense remain as it is, that is the main verb only is changed to V3 form. Otherwise the tense is always the same. Is it clear? First please learn the format of active voice and how to change from active voice to passive voice. Now we can look into few examples using tenses how to change active to passive voice. Now I'll give you few examples. See children, first we are going to see about present tense. Here we have three columns: simple present, present continuous and present perfect tense. First you can see a sentence which is written in present tense. Rachna sings a song. Rachna sings a song. Sings is the verb here. Okay, and it is in simple present tense. I am going to change that to passive voice. The sentence is likewise, a song is sung by Rachna. A song is sung by Rachna. Now you can see active voice it is in present tense, that is sings. And we are changing to passive voice, the tense is in present tense but the main verb that I changed to V3 form, that is the third form of the verb. Now let me say you the three forms of the verb sing. Sing is V1 form, sang is V2 form, sung is the V3 form. So all the passive voice always we are using the main verb in which tense or which form? Verb 3. Okay. Next, present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. Rachna is singing a song. It is in present continuous tense. Without changing the tense, just change that to passive voice. A song is being sung by Rachna. Here also we are using the V3 form for the main verb. V3 form for the main verb. Next one, present perfect tense. Next you can see the present perfect tense. Active voice is likewise, Rachna has sung a song. Rachna has sung a song. The passive voice of it is likewise, a song has been sung by Rachna. A song has been sung by Rachna. Next one, we can see past tense. How to change active to passive voice in the past tense form. First one, simple past tense. Hari stole my book. Hari stole my book. It is already in simple past tense. We are going to change that to simple past tense, that is passive voice. My book was stolen by Hari. Here, steal is the V1 form, stole is the V2 form, stolen is the V3 form. Steal, stole, stolen. Here you can see passive voice, the main verb stole is changed to stolen, that is V3 form. Next one, past continuous tense. Hari was stealing my book. Hari was stealing my book. Change this to passive voice. My book was being stolen by Hari. My book was being stolen by Hari. The tense form should be the same, but only V3 form we are just changing in the passive voice. Next one, past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. Active voice is likewise. Hari had stolen my book. Hari had stolen my book. Passive voice you say, my book had been stolen by Hari. My book had been stolen by Hari. Next we can move to the future tense. Future tense, first one, simple future tense. She will tell the truth. She will tell the truth. Changing to active voice. The truth will be told by her. The verb formation is likewise you say tell, told, told. Tell is the V1 form, told is the V2 form, told again V3 form. Next, continuous form. Future continuous tense, we doesn't have active passive formation. Now we can move to future perfect tense. Future perfect tense is likewise, she will have told the truth. She will have told the truth. Change this to passive voice. The truth will have been told by her. The truth will have been told by her. Children, I hope you understood the chapter whatever we discussed today. Read the chapter several times and work out the exercises. See you in the next class.